Let me tell you about a young boy, George Stinney Jr., just 14 years old, caught in a nightmare that was all too real. This boy, living in a world where justice was blinded not by fairness but by color, was accused of a crime so heinous it shook the core of humanity, the murder of two young girls, Betty, 11 years old, and Mary, just 7. Their lives were taken, and somehow, the fingers pointed at young George, a boy barely strong enough to carry the weight of such accusations. Imagine 81 days in a cell, isolated, 80 miles away from any semblance of home, without the comfort of his parents or even the basic right to a lawyer's counsel. He faced his trial alone, a courtroom without a single person of color amongst the jurors. The trial, if you can call it that, lasted a mere 2 hours, and the verdict delivered in just 10 minutes. His own parents weren't even allowed to witness this travesty of justice, later forced to leave the city, as if erasing their presence could erase the truth. Throughout this ordeal, George clung to a Bible, a symbol of faith and a silent cry for innocence in a world that had turned its back on him. On the day of his execution, the reality hits with a cruelty that's hard to fathom. He was too small for the electric chair. That very Bible he held onto for hope? It became a booster seat for an execution that should never have happened. They hit him with 5,380 volts, a child in a chair not meant for him. It took 70 years for the truth to come out. A judge in South Carolina finally acknowledged his innocence. The evidence? The murder weapon, a beam weighing over 19.07 kilograms, something a boy of George's size couldn't possibly wield. The truth about George Stinney Jr. paints a picture of a reality we wish were fiction, a stark reminder of the work still left to do, the injustices we must fight against every day.